Yes, everybody, well, welcome. We are watching Yardflex TV. It's such a pleasure to be here with the most honorable, of course, Octane. His brand new album is out. Finally, we've been waiting so long for this, and it's here. Crying to the Nation. Why don't you tell me about it?
Well, first and foremost, big up Yardflex. Big up everybody who's in tune and watch Yardflex. Well, Crying to the Nation, as you can hear it, playing now at the store. You know what I mean? Enough people come in a while ago and say, oh, that's Octane. You know, at a different level. You know what I mean? So over the years, people been waiting for a debut album for Octane. You know what I mean? And I myself personally never really ready to put out a debut album. You know what I mean? I was waiting till I reach a certain level, a certain status. You know, so people know about the brand Octane and know what Octane capable of doing. You know what I mean? And then now, when I reach a certain status, I can have that appeal to the fans and have fans, not followers. You know what I mean? So when I put over an album, people would gravitate and come out and try to support the eye and buy the album. You know what I mean?
Well, that's very important. Now, you talked about having a brand.
Yes.
So what is the Octane brand?
The Octane brand is just a positive vibration, is a movement. It's not just a recording artist. It's anything I have to do, anything positive plus, you know, it's more than just music itself. Contribute back to music, you know, merchandise, all of them things, etc. You know what I mean? And as what I say, I want people to recognize the brand Octane like a Bob Marley brand. You know, I don't necessarily have to be on stage and sing, but people can know it's an Octane brand and feel, you know, parents and youths and everybody feel appreciated wearing a brand like a Bob brand and a shirt, etc., shoes, etc., all of that. You know what I mean? And as I say, people can turn to Octane brand and alleviate themselves from stress and know that there's Almighty, etc. So there's a spiritual movement, you know?
Absolutely. Now, I looked at the title tracks of the album. You have some wonderful tracks. The song I Love You. Who is that track dedicated to? Was there a special person in mind when you were writing that song?
Well, that track dedicated to every wonderful female out there. You know, and every man who I deal with love, who have a female in them life when I deal with love, etc. You know what I mean? So once I deal with love, I hear a chat that. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily only for Valentine's, it's beyond that. Love is beyond that. You know what I mean? We don't love one day of the year, we love right through the year.
Right through.
You know what I mean? So everybody who I deal with love and have a special, you know, a special person in them life, that's the song.
Why don't you tell us about your days of the more conscious lyrics going into the dance hall? Because you didn't even come out with the name Octane originally when you first came on the scene. You were under a different name, so why don't you tell us about that?
We have like the name Rich Rich, but we just change it. You know, we just have the name there for about a year or two. You know, but say a year or two or three and then change it because it wasn't the name that fit I and suit my character. And whenever I describe my character, I'm a very energetic individual when it comes on to music. You know what I mean? So I have to have a name to represent the character. So that's how the Octane drop in. You know what I mean? And the definition for Octane is high energy, high performance. So that's how the Octane drop in.
So anything that you want to say specifically to your Yardflex family, anyone watching across the world, because you don't know where this is going to end up. Yardflex is everywhere, and reggae music is everywhere more importantly. So anything you want to say in particular?
Yes. I ever said just big up everybody who in tune to the station, you know what I mean? And big up all of my fans who say Octane straight, globally. You know what I mean? From the east to the west to the north to the south, everybody will say Octane, enough love, prosperity. The album is out now. You know, album coming out, the debut album, the release date is the 14th of this month. So the album is actually out now. You can get it on iTunes, digital, downloads, etc. All of them things there. You know, Crying to the Nation, just listen to it. Positive vibration, you know what I mean? Lovers Rock is on it same way. Social commentary, you know, songs to the Almighty same way. It's a rounded album and just blessed and big up yourself to you, babe.
Thank you.
So here in the Yardflex, keep the fire blazing, it's like I'm something. Yardflex, tell us that them burn them bridge, burn them bridge, burn them bridge, burn them bridge, burn. Hear me now, Yardflex. Some boy burn them bridge. Yardflex. Hearts of fire burning inside them something. Crying to the nation. Yardflex crying to the nation. Boom. Celestia.